Hi. Hiya. Hiya. I got a 10 hawk today. We're gonna do some Studi 965G, as in George, or Gorilla. It says hard surface, and I wrote on it, this roll is, shut up, you. That's my welder wanting to go to work again. I put this on the shelf probably 15 years ago, because you buy a whole roll and you don't need a whole lot, but I don't know. Boys are gone again doing their work up north, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna hard surface in between them teethers and wherever I feel like it, because I'm in one of those moods where I'm just gonna do what I feel like doing, because that's what I want to do. When I want to know what I want to do, that's what I do. So I will show you. I gotta find a wire brushy, because I went out playing with it the other day after it was done, and I dug some dirt and then it froze in there. It was 60 one day, now it's 25. And anyways, I'm gonna do what I can do, and you're gonna come along and watch what I do, because that's what you do. You watch what I do and you like it. Most of you do. Some of you do, some of you don't. I don't really know. Okay, so that's what I'm up to. I'm gonna wire wheel that, polish it up so I can just, and with, okay, I'm gonna go through this. That's Studi. I have no idea where to set that, but I'll go online on the Googler, and I already did this morning at 4 o'clock or whatever, 5 this morning, and I found that it gives you at least a guideline where you're at. That's how I knew it. I still had it. Typically with hard surface wire, and I don't know about today's because I'm not current on today's stuff, but on that stuff, 2 pass maximum. One over the top of the other, that's it. Because it's actually the way I was reading it this morning, it's a tool steel, and what'll happen if you put it too thick, it'll just chunk off. It'll bust off. So you can't, and it actually sometimes will crack, blah, blah, blah. But you can't put it any more than 2 passes thick. So you gotta make sure you're out here in the, you know, I got this back to 1 3/4, I believe is what that thickness was, and I got that back, and then there's this 30 degree or 60 degree or 90 degree or 85, whatever it is. So I'm gonna work on just building this up with 2 passes where those, what you call it, were lip edges that I can't find online. I can find them, but nothing for this width of tooth, in between tooth. I got about 4.5, and the ones that there are out there for, you know, like, that's a long story. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wire brush that, and I'll bring you back when I make some welds, and I gotta get I got my steel toes on, and my old Red Wings, so I don't burn my Tootsies. And I gotta put them little chaps on. You know the drill. I gotta put them chaps on so I don't burn my dick in my nutsack. That's what it's all about. Because we don't want to do that. Been there, done that, hurt. You learn your lesson doing that only once in your life. That's why you buy chaps. Right, chap? And I got my chaps right here. And yeah, you get one BB rolling down the old nutsack, boy, that ain't a good feeling. Not that you really needed to know that, but you know that's who I am, and that's what I'm gonna be, and that's too bad if you don't like it, right? All right, I'll bring you back shortly. So here we are. You just go on there and you find Studi. Let me read it to you. Studi 965. This is Mike's class to teach you. It's now owned by ESOB, so that makes a bunch of sense. And this update, or this was 2018. 2016 was the last time this was printed, so that could have been when I bought it. But anyways, I got 045. It shows at 120 to 200 amps, 25 to 29 volts. Stick out is 1/2 to 3/4 on your gun. Shielding gas is 75-25 or 98-2, flat and horizontal position. So when you get older like me, you forget. Studi 965 deposit is general purpose hard facing alloy that offers good balance of impact and abrasion resistance. It can be used in both metal to metal, metal to earth applications. Deposits are martensitic and forgeable, but not really machinable. Not readily machinable. It can be applied to carbon, low alloy, and manganese steels. It is magnetic on carbon and low alloy steels. Analysis and properties are similar to Studi's self-hardening covered electrode. Is that like a Viagra electrode? Self-hardening? Anyways, impact resistance good, blah, blah, blah. Hardness 56 to 60. I'm going to say that's on the Rockwell scale. Deposit layers. 2, like I was saying. 2 max. Magnetic, yeah, okay, we just talked about that. So it's a martensitic tool steel. And that's really the whole brochure. So it's a 965G hard surfacing wire. That's it. I'm gonna get going. Okay, see you in a bit. Again. Yep, here we are again. I got some welding done. Wanna see? Wanna see? Wanna see? Wanna see? This here is it. I just wire brushed it. I don't know if you can see, but it's about, oh, I did a single layer all the way up here because why not? It doesn't say you got to make X's and O's and all that stuff, so I just built it up. 1 pass. So I'm getting about, by the time it's finished, about an 1/8 inch thickness overall. I just did these 2 here. So, and I noticed back here, I might go back to about, right here. Because that's where the original one was, right there, where my thing is. This one I haven't done. And what this wire is seeming to be is, and I remember it now, it's short, arc, globular. It drops globs in your puddle. It comes off the end and goes boop, 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 big, you know, like teardrops, like water faucet dripping. It's I've been a long time since I put this stuff down, so I remember it now, and it's spattered to hell, and it's hard as shit. Well, that's what it's supposed to be, hard surface, right? So anyways, and then you got to get your nut butter out. Make sure you got this stuff. Your gel parabaquetas prevents spatter buildup. Evita la accumulation de spatteritas. Kind of like Doritos. Nozzle dip. Made in the US even. Alright, I think it's just some kind of fancy wax, but yeah, it's probably just dyed. Sure. Alright, I'm not worried about it. But anyways, that stuff comes off the nozzle. Holy crap. I think I'll dull these whelpers out if I didn't use that stuff. Actually, I just forgot about it and I had to go find that. Nut butter. Nozzle dip. Nozzle treatment, whatever you call it. So we'll try that. It's going to be smokier than heck, but it's running really good. I got her set at, it's 24.6 volts and 321 on the wire speed. Amperes. So she's rolling pretty good. I tried it higher, tried it lower. It was either too big of gobs flopping off because I didn't have the temperature up high enough, or I mean too much wire pushing into it, or not enough, I mean. And anyway, so that's where I'm running it, about 25 volts roughly and 300 amps. That's what I come up with on my machine. So I'm gonna keep going here. This might take a while because it's kind of, I just skip back and forth. I don't want to get it overheated. I don't know what the parameters are and what they say about inner pass temperature, because you know I didn't read that to you before, so I don't know and I don't care. But this is turning out really nice. That'll give me, I'll do one more pass just over the cutting edge, and then it'll slough off. And then I'll tip the bucket up and do it here, because like I said earlier, I probably should have done this when the bucket was off. You know, I screw up too. I noted to change my mind a lot, so anyways, okay. Dirty, dirty, and hot. Some wicked stuff, man. I'm afraid to put the camera up. No, I'm not. I'm gonna do it. I just want you to hear what this stuff sounds like when I'm welding. Just gotta find a good spot to put her. Where am I gonna put her? I don't want the camera all full of spatter. But we'll see if it'll work. Back there, I'll put you in the bucket with the dirt. Huh, here we got some quiet time. Quiet time with Mike. So you're gonna see this, just listen to it sizzle. Oh, I gotta clean my nut butter thing out. This is where that stuff really helps. Clip, plop, plop, falls right out. Just gotta break it loose, hey? Comes out in chunks. Chunkies. Don't do that. Okay, I still gotta take it off. Watch and learn, I guess. It's all part of the process. In case you want to know, I use center fire tips because they're mucho grande. This tip has been through this bucket. It's been through, I don't know how many trailers we did. Same tip. You know how to weld, them tips last a long time. Anyways, yeah, just like that. Nut butter. She's out. Oh, and she's still hot. Inserty. You gotta get that. Everything is based on genetics. I mean, gender. Everything's based on gender in the world. Hydraulics, you have male and female. Fittings, male, female. Teeth, it's got the slot, the hole to put the thingus in. Oh boy. Be careful, Mike. Ah, screw it. Here we go. Listen to this shit. Stop. What do you think of that? This is where I wish, when I'm doing this work, years ago I used to do, I had a 600 amp gun, a Bernie Bernard, and on top there was the trigger. And you could push it in and it would lock. Some of you guys will know what I'm talking about, but it's kind of hard to sit there, and I flash my eyes a lot with this one because the weight of it hits the trigger and then I go blind. And that's not from, you know, here we go. Oh, there we go. See how that sounds? This does have a tendency to screw up now as soon as I dip it, but I can live with it. It'll short it out in the tip and just watch. There you go. What do you guys think of that current events we're going to talk about a little bit? Screw it. I've been watching, no I haven't. Think about what I said before though about, could you put two female couplers together, two female hydraulic hoses and make pressure? No. Can you put two males together and make pressure? No. Can you put a male and a female together and make pressure? Yes. Pretty straightforward. A couple more over here. I hope I'm not burning the lens. That'd be costly. There. Now I'm going to start going up the side, boys and girls. Ugh, get you out of the dirt. Some dirty stuff. That's going to wear like very nice. Very nice. Okay. Wow. Hope you guys are enjoying these long videos. If you do, put it in the comments and talk about anything. Politics, sex, lack of it. I'm full of shit today. And that's what I know. And you know, I'm going to tell you a story now. And then I'm going to probably end this thing because you don't need to see any more of what I'm doing. Well, maybe I'll bring you back later. I'll make some more. I don't know. I got to do all this stuff that I did with just regular wire. But you know, I've been around a while. And this, I thought about this before. Okay? I'll give you an explanation. When I was a young man, younger, I had a shop once before, and it's all I did was welding and fabric cobbling. And I built parts for some local, there's a lot of manufacturing around me. And I did parts for J.I. Case, Draught, machine shops, for the military. Some of those trailers you saw were military trailers. Hence they had a 3/8 top on them, or thicker than all get out. And now I guess I can tell you they're out in Hawaii. We made 4 of them. They're gen sets. They're just a trailer to set a generator and a compressor on. It's weird. I don't know. Anyways, I've been doing all that stuff for years, but when I first started doing this, I worked for the machine shop here in Tagerton. And what I did was used what we call stellite. And I think that had I'm probably going to die young because of that, breathing that green smoke. Stellite is a brand name, and it had, I want to say, cobalt in it. A lot of it. And I overlaid round forging dies for Walker Forge. They're down there south of me. And so we took a 3-jaw chuck, and I'd spin it by hand, and it was all stick welding. And you had to go way down in a bore, and then the machine shop would take his graphite, whatever they call that, graphite sacrificial, whatever they would machine, put it in an EDM machine, and then they would sink that die back to where there was only 20 thousandths or 30 thousandths of parent material, they called it, or that stellite overlay on top. I had to weigh the rods. I mean, that shit was so expensive. Then they came out with wire, which was better, and then I got shut off. Whatever, that's part of business. But anyway, so I got to learn how to overlay this stuff, and it's all the same. It's spattery, it runs for shit, but boy, I remember they would ask, they would do run times, and then the engineers were trying to figure out the base metal and the parent material, that is the parent material, with how much stellite gave them the most run time. Maybe they could get 20,000 crankshafts I know I did them for the Harley Davidson stuff. Crankshafts and whatever. That was a long time ago. But that's where I learned to do this overlaying and knowing, and that stuff was harder yet. It was really prone to cracking, really prone. And there was certain stuff I had to do radially, like a clock going from the center out, because it would normally crack that way. And it was just, so I've been around the world a while. I've done a lot of this stuff, so that's what brings back memories while I'm welding. Okay, hope you like memories, like me blasting. Yeah, I'm gonna probably just finish this video up and then upload it, and maybe snap a short of when it's all finished or whatever. But that's what I'm doing. Getting her all spiffied up for some abrasive material to come across its teeth. Kind of like when you're a kid and you ate sand. It kind of sucks, but all right. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you didn't subscribe, and hit the thumbs up and leave comments about something. Anything is good. It drives me to be out there more. Better algorithms. I just can't stand saying that shit. Anyways, we'll talk to you later. Hasta lumbago.